The Morning Wave on Mix 93.8.
We're at 19 after 10 and we have a very special guest in studio this morning who is originally from Germany, mums, but has pretty much been spending most of his time in this beautiful country, and I'm sure that he would attest to the fact that he loves it here, right? So this morning we're joined by Christian Alder, all the way from Germany, and I'm really looking forward to the conversation this morning. How are you, sir?
I'm very good. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for having me.
It's wonderful to have you and wonderful to see you because, of course, you and I know each other outside of the space and the good work that you do. So first and foremost, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do?
Yeah, like you said, I'm over 10 years now in this beautiful country.
Yeah.
I was lucky to play 15 years of my life professional football. That was my passion and my first job. And now I'm into tourism. So I am bringing lots of German people to this beautiful country, like you said. And yeah, I'm very happy with it and everything goes well. Thank you.
Yeah, and I can attest to the good work that you're doing and showing people around because you know some of the most beautiful spots in this country, especially in the Western Cape. So what I love about, and the reason why you're here in studio today is because you've taken your passion for football and you've decided to start this incredible organization called We Love Football. So how long ago did it start and what is the vision and mission for this particular organization?
Yes, we started it in 2016. So we're over 7 years doing for 3 different township kids. Lots of initiatives like bootcamps. We're bringing them together. Football is our passion. What is big in the townships, and but football is a sport we're doing, and we're doing so much around it, like workshops for job skills, and like I said, boot camps. We have now empowerment programs for women, especially what we love to support. So We Love Football grow from like just having balls and cones to having a house now and a van and everything.
Oh,
and
man!
So it's really, really big.
Yeah. So over the years, I mean, there's a lot of things that you've implemented into these specific programs. You and I did a boot camp. Well, you invited me to a boot camp. I had the privilege and honor of spending a weekend with you and some incredible kids as well, both girls and boys as well. And I think it's important, Christian, for us to touch on the fact that it's not just about football. You know, there are other things that one also has to take into consideration. So what are some of those things that you're also trying to instill in some of these young children?
Yeah, especially that we found out what they can do and what they like. Because it's not a guarantee that you become a professional sportsman. So we started these workshops because we want to see if there's talent in other things, if it may be mathematics, reading, if it's telling stories, if there's handworks, what they can do. And we're very proud since 2022 doing those workshops. And we can see that all the kids getting hand over like a certificate at the end of the workshops, that how proud they are. Because it's something they have in their hands and they can go somewhere maybe and show, look, I learned basics already in kind of those jobs. And we will still not lose the power of the football, because football is obviously the biggest sport in the world and brings people together. But we have the responsibility to guide those kids to hopefully a better future.
And I would imagine that, you know, even on the football field, you're also able to identify, you know, who are the young leaders, you know, the people who take charge, the people who are able to delegate, the kids who are able to really bring others together on the football pitch. So we're having this conversation about a wonderful organization called We Love Football. If there's any questions that you might have or comments, or you want to comment on, you know, even the good work that the organization is doing, send that through via the WhatsApp line. It's 084-822-0938. So we're going to continue the conversation. In the meantime, there is a request that came through on the WhatsApp line from Beatrice, who says, "Morning, Sam and Mummy. Thank you for an awesome show. A song that's been stuck in my head for the past week is called Make Love Like a Man by Def Leppard. And if you could please play that for us." This is from Beatrice and family all the way in Krugersdorp. So absolutely, without further ado, here it is, my friend. So right here in Mix 93.8, we've got Def Leppard, Make Love Like a Man. Thank you very much for that one, Beatrice and family all the way in Krugersdorp. And of course, there's still time for you to take over the playlist, 084-822-0938. So on the show, we're talking about We Love Football Academy, which is a non-profit organization based in Cape Town, South Africa, and their aim is to empower the youth of the country for a better life. They strive to develop quality players, have the knowledge and life skills to help them lead a healthy and productive lifestyle, and assist in enabling a positive impact in their communities. And let's actually chat about this concept of taking the kids out of their community, well, not necessarily out of their community, but in an environment such as this, which you've provided provided from We Love Football, and then sort of sending them back into their community to be leaders, right? So that's, of course, quite a process. And what are some of the things, Christian, that you would like to think these kids will take back home?
Yeah, we just hope that they talk a lot about it. They talk a lot about what we are doing. I think the idea from the start was to take them out, even the drive out of the township to the city or to the place where we are, I think is something special. When we go for the boot camp, for example, we go 4 hours away from Cape Town to Sutherland. It's an incredible place where luckily you were leading our kids and were supporting and motivating our kids. And I definitely want you please back at one of these boot camps. And yeah, we hope that they just talk to everyone, talk to the parents, talk to their friends, talk what We Love Football Academy is doing. And we had a lot of messages on Facebook where kids want to join, but
yes.
I had to explain the We Love Football Academy is not a football academy. Like you said, we're doing so much around it, and we can't promise that I make you a professional player. I can promise I do everything what I can to help you and guide you into maybe a better future. That's what we can say.
So we almost, see this as, creating a bit of a foundation, putting together all these building blocks. And even, the trip that we took to Sutherland, all those months ago, which, by the way, was beautiful. It was very cold, I won't lie.
Yeah.
But, there's something about being in nature and something about being away from the city that is just so therapeutic and safe. And, there's this warm atmosphere that you guys created, which I think was so important for some of these kids, because you must remember we're talking about previously disadvantaged and the less fortunate that come from a very toxic and often very unsafe environment, and here you are creating a safe space for them to turn to. I would imagine, before we get into the next part of our conversation about the campaign that you're running, that many of these kids have actually developed friendships amongst each other. Are there, one or two examples that you can share with us of kids, sort of coming together, maybe even a kid who might have been a little bit shy or introverted in the beginning that has now, built a bit of character?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Especially bringing then boys and girls together from the different sides. They start talking. We're doing then little games or give them little exercises to do. And there's one perfect example. His name is Ndia from Delft. And when he came 5 years ago to us for the first time, I said to my coach Toko, yo, look at him. He's like going like a gangster, cruising around. Today he is leading the young ones. He's looking after them. He's looked that they have clothing on, that they have everything on. I get goosebumps. They have he was going away from being a professional footballer. Now he's want to be a teacher. So there's really a big process a progress of those kids. And it's lovely to see. For that I have many examples. We have wonderful girls at the moment. That's really, really cool to see.
And it's almost like, they are taken through this process of self-discovery and finding out exactly what their purpose is. Maybe in the beginning it might have been to be a professional football player, but now, things have changed over time. All right, we're going to see what's happening in your headlines. So we're talking to the founder of the We Love Football Academy, and very exciting stuff. And I was saying off air that it's so important to acknowledge the good work that people are doing. And even if we talk about the kids themselves, because whether you like it or not, they're actually the most important people, right? When you can say that we acknowledge you, we see you, we hear you, we understand you, it does something so incredible to these young people. Toko came through on the WhatsApp line and sent a very nice message, which I'd love to share with everybody. Good morning. Shout out to We Love Football Academy and everything that they're doing to change the lives of young kids. Chris, as you said, football being the biggest sport, but also glad that you're implementing job workshops to help these kids learn something about football. Boot camps is always amazing too, because it brings a certain bond together for these kids. And yes, please keep up the good work. And I must be honest, I've met this gentleman and he's wonderful. There are people, Christian, and we were talking about this off air, that just, through everything that they do, have such a passion for the work that they're trying to do. And this is exactly what you were saying. And you were talking about your passion over the last couple of years, correct? Yeah, absolutely correct. And I think one of the biggest thing I must maybe tell you guys is by us, there's no employees. Every cent, euro, rand, whatever comes in goes into the kids and into the programs. Nobody gets a salary or something, so that is very important to us. Wow. Everybody who helps us is, like you said, doing it with passion and really wants to help. And this is wonderful to see. We're doing since last year also
weekends for the team, for all the adults who helping all year around. And I could see when we did this year a wonderful weekend where everybody gets more motivated to come even more often, to be on the premises and help more kids.
And I think it's great to create environments like that where you can really connect with people and understand who they are, to of course work more effectively together, right? So there's this wonderful campaign that started, and Mummy, just to give you some background, a couple of weeks ago Christian came through to me and said there's this campaign, and he was sending me all these animated images, and I was trying to understand what is going on here, but it looks so cool and I've got to be a part of it, right? So please, Christian, take us through what this campaign is all about.
Yeah, I met a friend in Berlin this summer, and he created this new platform called Ubu Nation, from the two words Ubuntu and Nation, to work together in Africa. And for his first campaign, he chose the We Love Football Academy, and he created the Springbok, and with lots of We Love Football Academy on and different characters. And yeah, with every Springbok we sell, 80% of that money goes to We Love Football Academy. And yeah, if you didn't see Sam yet, but we created a special Springbok for her, and
it's very accurate, I must say. I did have to say in the beginning that you got to maybe change my hair color, because initially I had blonde hair. Then I said, no, but my hair's black, so please can we change that? It's got to be accurate, right? So what is the website for this particular initiative, Christian?
Yeah, you can go to www.ubunation.de or .com. And there is it's in English and in German. And yeah, every Springbok is different. We call it like a digital card, so you can be member of the digital community. It is safe, so in the blockchain you get your certificate for it, and every Springbok costs $6.
Oh my goodness, you know. So if you go even onto the Facebook page, I mean, they've got a wonderful Facebook page, Ubu Nation, and I'd urge listeners to please go and have a look at that. We're talking about something that's going towards a good cause as well, and the collaboration, which is something I talk about on a daily basis, the power of collaboration, the power of two entities coming together for good, and having the same vision. That's the other thing. And maybe you can just touch on, you know, this collaboration and how well you guys have worked together.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I know the world is, there's lots of things you can do, but here in South Africa, we see so many things where we can help on. And I'm so grateful for Ubu Nation to run this for us. The target at the end is we want to build a new classroom for the kids. We want to run workshops on the same day, on the same time. So we hopefully get enough donations for that together to start that in 2024. And yeah,
wonderful. So Christian, I mean, we do have listeners who are, you know, in the Western Cape. We have listeners who are probably traveling to the Western Cape as well, and I would love to perhaps even invite some of those listeners to come and see your premises and see the good work you're doing. I myself have seen. It was a very nice drive, I must be honest, but just in terms of, you know, seeing the facilities, you know, understanding what you guys are doing, seeing the community in which this is actually based. So if they want to perhaps do that and pay you guys a visit, where are you located?
Yeah, we are located in Strand, in Prima Drive, since last year, July 2022. We were lucky and got a chance to build a house in cooperation with Fives Football. The owner of Fives Football, Adam Fine, is a very good friend of mine, and offered us the space. And with that house now, we have such a difference, because we can now cook meals for the kids. We have that big classroom, we have changing room, we have storage room, and with that container system, we can also extend it. That's why we want to get a new classroom. So our doors are always open and welcoming everyone. Please just come around, and especially our coach Tokozani is always there.
Oh,
and
big
I
shout
am
out.
most of the time.
Good. Big shout out to him as well. All right, so we're going to do a bit of a back-to-back here. We've got some Jeremy Loops and Foreigner coming your way, and then we'll wrap up our conversation with Christian. 41 after 10. So we've had the privilege and honor to have Christian in studio this morning, and from me to you, I'd like to thank you for your selfless service and your contribution to our country. But of course, this is home for you as well. I think anything after 5 years is home. home. All right. And Kristen, if anybody wants to get hold of you and show their support in any way, shape or form, you've mentioned a couple of things that you guys need as an organization. But if anybody wants to get in touch, find you guys on the socials and via the website, how can they do so?
Yeah, we are everywhere. We're on Facebook and Instagram, on the website welovefootballacademy.co.za. All the messages will be answered by myself. So
when you're not doing the tourism thing, my friend.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can always get in touch, and everything is needed. We say no to nothing. Is that correct? We can need everything. Obviously, money for everything is around on the daily base, for food, for drinks, for clothing, for the kids, for our boot camps and everything what we're doing. And I must also say thank you again for having me. I really, really appreciate. Big thanks to Mix FM 93.8 and the Morning Wave. It was really, really nice to be here and see all the team. And I appreciate it and say thank you again.
Absolutely. And Christian, when I'm in Cape Town, which is in about a month or so, I'll definitely come and visit everybody. I'm going to be there for about a month and a half, so really looking forward to that. And again, from us to you, it's always, this is home for you now, so if anything, pops up and things that you're doing and even more campaigns that you're doing, please give us a shout as well. All right. So make sure that you visit the websites and the socials as well. We'll also post a couple of things online with regards to We Love Football Academy. And Mum's plans for the rest of the day?
Work.
Give yourself a break, man. I know you're thinking about the bigger picture, but take it easy.
A break soon. Yeah.
Some of us have already booked spa days for Friday.
Nice.
We have, but I gotta do all the work in the middle of the week, to get to that point. So from us to you in the Morning Wave, sending you all lots of love, light and prosperity, and closing off the show with Charles and Eddie. Would I lie to you? No, we would not. Bye, everybody.
The Morning Wave on Mix 93.8.